Coach Taylor on the phone all the time. I keep telling him.
AVC Sports and 93 BNV present high school basketball. On your station for the best sports coverage, WBNV Barnesville Woodsfield. And now let's go courtside for tonight's game.
Good evening and welcome to another night of high school basketball here on WBNV Holiday Edition. The Barnesville Shamrocks with a record of 3-6 traveling to Noble County, and they'll take on the undefeated Caldwell Redskins. Caldwell coming in with a record of 6-0. I'm Jeff Stevens along with Mike Palaziak and Bryce Haynes with you tonight from the gymnasium here in Caldwell High School. Just had a JV game just finished up, and Caldwell was victorious in that game, 55-37. So we're about 8 minutes away from the introduction of starting lineups. A lot of people maybe not even aware that we've got high school basketball on a Monday night, boys version here, Mike.
Boy, you don't see very many boys games on Monday, do you? And then with the holidays, everything kind of gets screwed up. So, I mean, you've got a decent crowd. It was a nice day outside, but there's still a lot of things going on this time of the year.
And with the playing on Monday, a lot of boys, you know, Monday being a normal girls game too, you have some different girls teams playing tonight too. So, you know, a lot of action around the area. So we'll see how this one works out tonight. As I say, the Caldwell Redskins 6-0. What can you tell us about them thus far?
I've had a chance to see them one time. I tell you what, they've got as deep a basketball team as I've seen, and I've been here, Jeff, probably 30 years. And it's as deep as they go. They go 9 deep, and they don't hurt themselves with anybody they bring off the bench. Of course, they're led this year in scoring so far by senior Carter Wielden, 6'4" senior, and Jeff, he fills up the stat sheet. Coach gave me said he has 16 points a game, a little over 10 rebounds a game, 5 assists, 3 steals, and 2 blocks. I mean, he does it all. And a big key, I think, for them this year is he's had a little trouble with injuries in the past. He needs to stay healthy for them to have a really good year.
And I think at most teams in high school, even the ones that are fairly deep, if you lose that one key contributor, it can really affect your whole roster. And Barnesville coming in with a record of 3-6 under second-year head coach Shane Stevens. Just the opposite as far as, you know, not a lot of depth, not a lot of size. You know, they're at a major disadvantage, especially size-wise. You mentioned Carter Wielden at 6'4". Barnesville's roster has one kid at 6'1", and nobody else is even 6 foot tall. So the Shamrocks are at a definite height disadvantage every night they take the floor.
And it's really going to be a huge disadvantage tonight because Caldwell has some good size. One of their other starters is not able to play tonight. 2-year letterman senior Chaz Pfeffer hurt his ankle in a practice over the weekend, so he's on the bench in crutches tonight. Of course, Alex Hurlin, who would have been a 4-year letterman this year, he started as a freshman, tore one ACL in football, tried to come back from it, and then tore the other one. So he is out for the rest of the season, all of basketball and baseball. So it's an unfortunate occurrence for the Redskins, but like I said, they've got some juniors that have really stepped up so far this season. And
as they're looking at the Shamrocks, just 2 players with any considerable varsity experience, you know, led by seniors Casey Carpenter and Braden Willis. Carpenter, you know, of course, you know, a main person in the football for the Shamrocks, but Willis, you know, plays a lot off the bench last year and starting this year, is a very capable outside shooter. But the other 3 starting positions and he subs off the bench, you know, are all new varsity performers here for Barnesville. But they have posted 3 wins, and they also had a double overtime loss to Belair. So, you know, they have been competitive, you know, in several games, but they've had a couple games where they've just not been in the games against some really good competition.
Yeah, they had a bad stretch right after that double overtime loss to Belair. They had to face Marietta, Buckeye Trail, West Muskingum, and Union Local 4 consecutive games, and were not competitive at all in those 4 games. Now, to their credit, they bounced back the other night and got a nice win against Shenandoah, 56-47. So that it says a lot about them. Coach Stevens is doing a nice job. He's just, it takes time. It doesn't happen overnight. And if they give him time, I think he'll develop a nice program in there.
I want to take a moment here before we get any farther along in our pregame here to thank our sponsors for tonight's game. And also, you know, along with being here on WBNV, we are live on YRP TV Facebook and YouTube pages there. So if you want to tune in and be able to see the action. But our sponsors, and we are grateful to all these people every game that we do. West 40 Auto Sales, Doane Ford, Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions, Wakefield Dental, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, Stoney's RV Sales and Service, WB Green Insurance, People's Bank, and Allen Hunter State Farm. And we appreciate their sponsorship here on WBNV during the course of the year. And also post-game, and that we will award a Caldwell Player of the Game sponsored by Plus One Pizza. And there will be one Caldwell Redskin player will be awarded with that. And maybe after we make that choice, maybe he'll invite us along to Sherry's Pizza.
Maybe I need to slip down and talk to a couple of them and say, hey, if we give you this, are we going to get part of it? So, no, it's all good. I tell you what, a big thank you to our sponsors, because without them, this wouldn't be possible. And it is a great way to showcase the youth of the area. This is awesome. And I said without them, we couldn't do this.
I also want to thank you for jumping in at the last minute here. Our usual colleague here at the Caldwell broadcast, John Secrest. I think we believe John's a little bit under the weather here at the moment, so you were able to be nearby and able to join us. And
I enjoyed it. I was glad I got a chance to work with you. I got a text from Brett this afternoon. He said, hey, can you help me? He said, I'm in a bind. He said, I need somebody to work with Jeff on the Caldwell Barnesville game. I said, well, I was going to be at the game anyway. Might as well go get paid as opposed to having to pay to get in. So it all worked out, and looking forward to it.
Well, we don't get, as long as we've known each other, we haven't had a chance to work together a whole lot in the past. So always good to do on that. So we're just a couple of minutes away from the start here. I don't know if you got any other stats there that feel pertinent as far as
just looking overall team stats, I tell you what, Caldwell comes in tonight averaging 58.7 points a game. And I tell you, defensively is where I think they've really stepped up this year, better than some teams in the past. They're only giving up 44.5 points so far. And that's going to be an issue for Barnesville, because they're only scoring 47 points a game. And they're giving up about 63. So I saw Barnesville the other night against Union Local. They struggled with Union Local's full court pressure. And they're going to see a lot of that tonight, because Caldwell will come at you three-quarter court, half court, 1-3-1, half court trap, even some full court. And with their depth this year, they're going to press you from start to finish.
Well, we're just about a minute and a half away from the starting lineups and the national anthem. We'll go ahead and we'll step aside for a short message from some of our sponsors. And when we come back, we'll have high school basketball, Caldwell Redskins hosting the Barnesville Shamrocks.
Looking for reliable insurance that fits your life? Look no further than Allen Hunter State Farm in Cambridge, Ohio. From auto to home to life insurance, we offer a range of options tailored to your needs. With our friendly, knowledgeable team, you'll get the protection and peace of mind you deserve. We're dedicated to being there for you, just like a good neighbor should. Call Allen Hunter State Farm today and discover how we can help you safeguard your future. Call 740-439-5385. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Today is the day you make changes, the day you have looked forward to, the day you take a step to see the you before addiction. And it all starts right here at The Residence, an in-bed facility that designs your recovery to your needs, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I'm Crystal Reynolds for Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions. Our approach is personal, and it is as individual as your needs. We are here for you. Call 855-692-7247.
Looking for reliability, style, and affordability? Look no further than Doane Ford's Ford Fiesta with a fuel-efficient 1.6-liter i4 engine and a smooth 5-speed manual transmission. It's perfect for city streets or open highways. Enjoy modern conveniences like power windows, locks, cruise control, and a rear-view camera for added safety. With low miles, this Fiesta is ready to roll for a very low cost. Visit Doane Ford today and drive away in style. Located at 66870 Belmont Morristown Road, or visit them online at DoaneFord.com.
Looking for trusted dental care for the whole family? Dr. Darcy Wakefield and the team at Wakefield Dental have you covered. From pediatric to general and orthodontic care, they offer a full range of services. At Wakefield Dental, they focus on individualized treatment plans that not only create beautiful smiles, but build lasting confidence. Schedule your consultation today. Call 740-435-3100 or go to drwakefieldDDS.com.
Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance Company is a proud supporter of high school football. Contact one of the 42 agencies writing for Patrons Buckeye for a quote from your local insurance company covering Ohio. Whether you need coverage for your home, mobile home, cabin, seasonal home, a garage, or even farm equipment, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance Company is located in Caldwell, Ohio, and can help. Visit our website, patronsbuckeye.com.
At People's Bank, we're more than just a bank. As a community bank, we are committed to where we work and live, giving back to the organizations you care about through sponsorships, donations, and volunteer hours. When you bank with People's, you're not just a client. You're part of a community of neighbors helping neighbors. People's Bank, working together, building success. Member FDIC. Visit us at pebo.com.
Stoney's RV Center is the place that makes buying a new RV easy. Ask about their on-site financing with very affordable payments, and they make on-site camper service calls to the area campgrounds. Stoney's RV also carries cargo trailers, car haulers, horse and stock trailers, and open utility trailers. They install hitch systems and fill propane tanks too. Stoney's RV Center, the place that takes camping to the next level, and a proud sponsor of our area high school sports teams.
In today's marketplace, you have many choices for insurance. WB Green Insurance, a representative of Westfield Insurance, is committed to providing you with excellent coverage for your home and auto at a fair and competitive price. Westfield has been in the neighborhood for over 150 years, providing peace of mind and quality insurance products through independent insurance professionals. Sharing knowledge, building trust is Westfield's pledge to their customers. Call WB Green Insurance today.
You're listening to high school basketball on 93 BNV, WBNV, Barnesville, Woodsfield.
Back here at Caldwell High School and going through the introductions of the lineups here. And if you're on our live stream, you can see things are a little dark at the moment. But as they introduce the starting lineups, and we'll get you those starters again here in just a few moments. We mentioned a little bit during our pregame, Mike, you know Coach Clint Crane. Coach Crane's been around long enough now, I think we can call him a veteran.
Exactly. You know what? That's one thing I can take credit for. I can't take credit for much, but when I was a principal here, I was the one that was able to hire him. I spent 1 year at Sheridan, got to know him, and he's been a great fit for this program here at Caldwell. He does a great job with these kids and you know, making himself available in the community. Does a great job as a classroom teacher also.
So we're just about ready to go. Again, the starting lineup for the Barnesville Shamrocks, their usual starting lineup of Casey Carpenter, Dylan Blond, Riker Willis, Braden Willis, and Blake Burkhart. And what do you got for the Redskins here, Mike?
Looks like they're going to go with number 1, Dylan Schott, a junior. Braden Erb, another junior. Kyler Starr is starting in place of Chaz Peffer, a junior. And then the 2 seniors, Carter Wielden and Ethan Kroc.
Well, right away, the Redskins control the tip, go right down the lane, and Carter Wielden gets the good pass and scores the first hoop of the game, 2-0 Caldwell. Little half-court trap by Caldwell here, and we're going to have a Barnesville turnover. Dylan Schott with the ball across to the right. Long shot there by Braden Erb. No good. Offensive rebound. 3-point shot from the perimeter for Dylan Schott is good. And just like that, that's 5-0 Caldwell.
And again, you're seeing the half-court trap, and this is something that Caldwell will use extensively. They'll extend it a little bit to 3 quarters at times, but you're going to see pressure the whole game.
And they're going to drop back, looks like into man-to-man then, or no? It's still a zone.
Still a little zone.
Still a little zone. And almost turnover out front there. Blond tracks the ball down, gets it to Casey Carpenter in the paint, and Carpenter will back it out. And I think that they have gone man for, looks like, the Redskins. And this is Casey Carpenter up top, gets it to Willis. Left of the key, back to Riker Willis. Again, working the ball in the perimeter. Casey Carpenter's going to shoot a 3-point shot in front of the rim. No good. Rebound off to Carter Wielden. And Redskins leading 5-0 quickly down the floor. This is shot inside, kicks it back to the corner. And penetration inside there by Kyler Starr. And this forced up inside there by Ethan Kroc. And they'll finally get a foul called, and Caldwell will go to the line and shoot 2. And we didn't mention our officials, Mike.
A veteran staff here tonight, Jamie McCrae, Jared Kiggins, and Randy Cunningham are our 3 officials tonight.
A foul was on Braden Willis, his first, and that will send Caldwell to the line, and that is Ethan Kroc. His first shot is good.
And you mentioned a height disparity between the 2 teams. It's already showing itself here early in this game.
A good free throw, 6-0. Kroc's second free throw also good, 7-0 Caldwell, and we've played only about a minute and a half. This is Braden Willis now coming down. He was at the blonde, tried to get the ball in the middle there. This is Carpenter's. The Shamrocks break the pressure. Burkhart on the side gives it back to Braden Willis. Carpenter guarded tight there by Herb. Inside Riker Willis, cut off well. Again, some penetration. Blonde goes to the hoop and gets the ball to roll in, and good. Dylan Blonde gets the first Shamrock hoop of the game. And I might mention here real quick too, Mike, if people are watching us on the live stream, we do not have the ability to show the time remaining in the quarter. Backdoor lob, nice pass from Schott to Carter Wielden.
Boy, well executed backdoor lob that time. Nice pass made that time by Schott.
And with Carter Wielden, a 6'4", on the top of this pressure, that causes some problems for offense also. Shamrocks break it, gets across to Blonde. He'll shoot a 3 out of the right corner and hit. That is good. Dylan Blonde with 5 points, and it is 9-5. 5:20 left opening period. This is Dylan Schott and Braden Herb out top. Try to get the ball inside. Kroc back out on the perimeter now. Inside for Wielden. He'll spin inside. Good tough move. Drew some contact. No call. Here comes Blonde. This is Riker Willis with a 3-point shot. Rims out. No good. Battle for the rebound and saved there by the Redskins. Ethan Kroc with securing the possession. Shot inside. Left-handed shot in the corner. That is good by Kyler Starr. The second Caldwell 3-pointer of the night, and it's 12-5 Redskins.
And again, Starr's getting the start tonight for Caldwell due to the injury to Chaz Pfeffer.
This is Burkhart on the side. Now this is Braden Willis. He's trapped in a tough spot. And it's going to result in a turnover. Starr comes out of there with the ball. A good trap there by the Redskin defense. This is inside for Wielden. Knocked away there by Carpenter. And Shamrocks now on the run. They'll back it out now. 4 minutes left opening quarter. This is Braden Willis. He'll shoot the 3. It's going to be front of the iron. No good. And Wielden with about his 3rd rebound of the game thus far. And he'll bring the ball down. Gives the ball now to Herb. Barnesville in a 2-3 zone, which they'll play mostly zone. Try to lob it inside, and we're going to get a foul called. They tried to lob the ball in there to Kroc, and a Barnesville foul will be called on.
And here comes some of that depth that we talked about for Caldwell. Guyler Preston, Garrett Brown, and J.R. Curry in the lineup for the Redskins.
There's a lob off the inbounds pass, once again to Wielden, and he'll lay the ball in. Again, design play, and when you're 6'4", you just lob it up there.
They're taking advantage of that size.
They say there's a couple of subs in there for Caldwell. A good pass across there, now out of the trap to Burkhart, and first hoop of the game for Blake Burkhart. It's now 14-7 Caldwell. On top with the ball now, that is Garrett Brown. Inside once again.
Oh, a nice pass.
That is Wielden once again, and Carter Wielden has 8 points, and he's been the recipient of a couple of really nice passes.
And most of those have come from Dylan Schott.
Burkhart gets out of the press, but they try to get the ball into Carpenter, and it's knocked away. And here comes the Redskins. This is Schott going inside. Can't get the shot to go in. So here comes Riker Willis. Less than 3 minutes opening period. Willis inside. His left-handed runner is good off the board. Riker Willis with his first 2.
There's the advantage of being left-handed. On the inside.
We mentioned off the air there, the Barnesville starts 3 left-handed players, and Caldwell had a lefty out there earlier also. Pass over the side there in front of the Barnesville bench is knocked out of bounds. That was from Garrett Brown tried to hit Dylan's shot. But it's tipped away out of bounds. It will be Caldwell ball. 2:33 left opening quarter. Long pass into the backcourt there to Garrett Brown, and he'll bring the ball across. Barnesville now has gone man.
Man-to-man, yeah.
Pass inside for Brown, gets it back outside. 3-point shot there by J.R. Curry. And not only do those subs coming in, as you mentioned, Mike, but they're also effective offensive players.
They can score.
It's now 19-9 in favor of Caldwell. Casey Carpenter now trapped on the side. Gets the ball there to Burkhart, back to Carpenter. He'll pull up inside the line. His shot off the front of the rim, but the long rebound back to Carpenter. He'll shoot a three-pointer. It rims out, no good. Barnesville keeps the ball alive. This is is a Blonde from the corner. His three-pointer, no good. Rebound to Caldwell. Dylan Schott now has the ball on the left side. Nice crossover move. Tries to dump it down inside, but they get it back. That is Skylar Preston. Shot no good. And 1:26 left in the quarter. Shamrocks have the possession now, trailing 19-9. This is Braden Willis now up top, guarded by Carter Wielden. Shamrocks try to get into a set here. Carpenter now on the right. Gets a screen, but nice job of shutting off that drive by the Redskins. This is Willis now up top. Now 1 minute left opening period. Blonde. Again, Burkhart up top, and Shamrocks really forced away from the basket. Riker Willis with a three-point shot that rims out no good. Carter Wielden, the rebound, comes all the way down the floor and goes to the hoop and rolls in. Carter Wielden with 10 points here in the opening quarter.
He comes in averaging 16. He's going to have that before the half the way we're going.
This is Braden Willis now. They get to Burkhart across midcourt. 30 seconds in the quarter. Ball's knocked away out of bounds, and it will be Barnesville ball. Shamrocks now will inbound it from in front of the Caldwell bench.
Crock into the lineup for the Redskins, replacing Wielden here with 28.2 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
Get your top scorer, a 30-second break, and then the timeout of the quarter, and then he'll be ready to go. This is Willis, Braden Willis, pressured up top. But again, the driving lanes are cut off. A little give and go there. Braden Willis to the hoop, he goes up and scores. Braden Willis with his first hoop of the game, and he draws a foul. That's going to go on, looks like Garrett Brown.
Nice little give and go that time there by the Shamrocks. Good pass made inside, and Willis able to convert.
11 seconds. Willis's free throw is good as he completes the three-point play. 21-12. Caldwell can hold for the last shot now. 8 seconds. This is Dylan Schott across midcourt, puts it on the floor, goes to the hoop, and his shot is no good. But he draws a foul, and that's going to go on Dylan Blonde. And that will send Dylan Schott to the line for a pair.
He also came into this game averaging 16 points. He and Wielden just about the same. The two leading scorers for the Redskins at this point.
So 2 free throws here for Dylan Schott. First one good. He had an early three-pointer. That's now 22-12. 3 seconds on the clock. Second free throw, also good. Blonde has the ball across midcourt. He'll shoot from deep and rims it out, in and out, no good at the buzzer. So we have reached the end of one period of play here from Caldwell High School. It's the Caldwell Redskins 23 and the Barnesville Shamrocks 12.
I was sitting in my car and it wouldn't start. I lifted the hood and the engine was falling apart. What would I do? My eyes filled with tears. Then on the radio I heard of West 40 by Pay here, where for a little money down and a little each week, I could have a car, nice, shiny, and sleek. So I walked in the door and I put the money down. Now I got a nice car that I can drive around. West 40 by Pay here will help rebuild your credit. The corner of Dewey and Route 40 in Cambridge. Don't you forget it.
West 40 Auto Sales, corner of Route 40 and Dewey Avenue in Cambridge, is home of a guaranteed credit approval, with most loans approved while you wait. Go to their website to fill out an online loan application, west40autosales.com. You'll also find their weekly special listed there.
Back here at Caldwell High School, the end of one period, Caldwell Redskins 23, Barnesville Shamrocks 12. Any numbers jump out at you there, Mike?
I tell you, pretty warm shooting first quarter for the Redskins. 4 of 9 from 2-point range, and an impressive 3 of 4 from 3-point arc. Barnesville just 3 of 4 for 2, 1 of 9 from behind the 3-point arc.
They've been relying on that 3-point shot quite a bit. Barnesville ball start the quarter here. Braden Willis now has the ball up top. Caldwell is man-to-man. Casey Carpenter gives it back to Blond, puts it on the floor, goes to the hoop. Shot no good. Rebound to Carter Wielden. And he'll lead the break. Kicks it out top there to Kyler Starr. Shot no good. Blake Burkhart with the rebound. Cross midcourt. Leaves it for Carpenter.
That's 2 pretty good football players right there, one guarding the other one. Brandon Kroc and Casey Carpenter.
Burkhart has the ball now, looks at the hoop. This is Willis now in front of the Caldwell bench. Puts it on the floor, tries to get to the hoop. Tough shot inside, no good. Rebound off to Kyler Starr of the Redskins. And he'll bring the ball across midcourt. We've played a minute in the second quarter. We're still 23-12 Caldwell. Pass inside there as Erb tried to get the ball in tight, and it was intercepted by the Shamrocks. And here comes Willis. Gives it to Carpenter. Also in the game here for Barnesville is Cole Carpenter. This is Casey Carpenter. Cut off well there by Kroc. Blond. And they would not drag his pivot foot. Gets it back to Cole Carpenter. This is Burkhart. Goes in. Tough left-handed shot is good by Blake Burkhart.
Boy, they almost turned it over 3 times and ended up with a 2-point basket out of it.
But that is the first sub of the game for Barnesville there in Cole Carpenter. Redskins now in possession there. Starr gets across there to Brown. That's Garrett Brown. It's a screen there from Ethan Kroc. Barnesville extending out a little bit. It's a Starr over in the right corner. Barnesville is going man-to-man. We get some contact on the drive, and I believe we have a foul that's going to go on Braden Willis. And if that's the case, that will be Willis's, by my count, that is his second foul.
Dylan shot back in the
scoreboard has him just for 1, so I must have made a mistake there earlier on that. So Caldwell inbounding the ball. This is Starr up top. Left corner. This is shot inside. Tries to leave it for Kroc, but it goes out of bounds. It will be a Caldwell turnover. Not a lot of turnovers in the early going, has there been?
Each team to this point has 3, so not too bad. Barnesville, after a little shakiness there early on, has done a pretty good job with this pressure applied by the Redskins.
Caldwell now over 2 minutes into the quarter has not scored. Burkhart across midcourt. Gets it back to Braden Willis. He'll put it on the floor. Casey Carpenter now. Again, he tries to drive to the left, but cut off well there by Wielden. This is Blond, back to Willis. Pass inside there to Carpenter. That is Cole Carpenter. His shot no good, and rebounded again by Caldwell. And this is Wielden all the way down. Kicks it outside there to Dylan. Dylan Schott. And that is Dylan Schott's second 3-point bucket of the game. He has 8 points, and it's 26-14. 5 minutes left in the opening half. Caldwell leading. Casey Carpenter tries to get the ball inside Willis, and it's going to be blocked out of bounds by Carter Wielden.
Wielden came into this game averaging 2 blocks a game.
Yeah.
He uses that height pretty well in there.
When you're 6'4" and nobody else is out there is within 6 inches of you, that gives you an advantage.
Absolutely.
Inbounds pass there to Cole Carpenter. He'll go up inside, off the rim, no good. Tipped around, still tipped, secured there by Kroc. And Wielden. Again, this is Starr. His shot won't go. Rebounded there by Dylan Blond. And we're going to get a timeout called here by the Shamrocks with 4:35 left in the opening half. It's 26-14 on that. And during this timeout, Mike, we'll keep it here. Let me go ahead and hit those sponsors one more time. West 40 Auto Sales, Doane Ford, Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions, Wakefield Dental, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, Stoney's RV Sales and Service, WB Green Insurance, People's Bank, and Allen Hunter State Farm.
And once again, a big thank you goes out to our sponsors, which allows us to bring you tonight's action here from Caldwell High School.
And this was a full timeout here by the Shamrocks. Like you said, after a little bit of trouble early on, the Shamrocks have done a much better job breaking the pressure, but the shooting has just not been there thus far.
Yeah, pretty good job defensively by the Redskins. I've been impressed with their man-to-man defense. They really do a nice job helping against dribble penetration.
They have cut off the driving lanes very well, and that's something Barnesville wants to do. With Casey Carpenter and Braden Willis especially, is try to penetrate inside, but the driving lanes are not there. I'm also very impressed with Caldwell's man-to-man defense.
And like you said, with the lack of size Barnesville has, they're not going to try to pound the ball inside. The only way they can get it there is if they can dribble penetrate, and not had much success doing that so far.
Inbounding the ball now off the timeout, Braden Willis in the backcourt. This is Blonde. Willis up top. Riker Willis is taking a seat. Carpenter, this is Burkhardt in the corner. His shot no good. Offensive rebound on the backside by Blonde. And kick it back out to Willis now. Carpenter looks at it, now gives it to Burkhardt, who drives inside, and his layup scores. Blake Burkhardt with 6 points.
Nobody in position to help that time. Good job taking the ball all the way to the hole and converting.
And the Shamrocks are within 10 now with 4 minutes left in the second quarter. This is shot. Here's put one up from three-point range, no good. Casey Carpenter rebounds. Shamrocks with a chance to score here to get it to single digits. Casey Carpenter all the way down, but it's blocked by Dylan Schott, and Schott secures it and comes on the break. In the corner, ball fake nicely done there by Erb. He'll drive inside, can't get the ball to go, but there's Carter Wilden, and we're going to get a whistle. And the basket by Carter Wilden will count. And I think the foul will be after, it's on Cole Carpenter. And I think that will be after the shot.
It was.
So Caldwell gets the good basket, and now they will get the ball out of bounds.
Could be a big possession here for the Skins.
Pass inside, and the layup missed inside there by Skylar Preston, but Caldwell keeps possession. So Schott tries to get the ball inside. This is Preston again. Caldwell backs it out now in a set there. Braden Willis guarding Schott hard up top. The Shamrocks have played quite a bit of man here. It's a star. He'll get a ball screen, drive baseline, cut off, and he stepped out of bounds.
Good intensity shown by the Shamrocks that time defensively.
J.R. Curry returns for the Redskins. Yeah, since the Shamrocks went to man-to-man defense here, they've played very well in the half court. The offensive rebounding, though, has been a problem. This is Burkhardt across midcourt now, gets it back to Willis. Again, he's trapped up top. Burkhardt on the right. Inside there and move there by Cole Carpenter. Shot goes up and good.
Shamrocks hanging around here, Jeff.
Long three-point shot now by Redskins, no good, and we got some contact inside on the rebound.
A little shove inside.
And that foul will go on Caldwell.
I think that's Skylar Preston, his first.
So that will be his first, yes.
Not very many fouls called so far.
I'm sitting in an angle here. I'm having a hard time even seeing the individual scoring on the scoreboard there. I've got a bad angle. Shamrocks across now. Braden Willis up top. Gives it to Cole Carpenter. I think one of the fouls I missed earlier was on Riker Willis, which is probably why he is now sitting. The ball's deflected away. It's not backcourt as it rolls into the backcourt. Randy Cunningham says it was tipped. This is Willis, drives inside, tries to pull up, leaves it out for Burkhart. Kicks it back outside to Cole Carpenter. This is Casey Carpenter. Again, bodied up real well on the drive, and a lot of contact there, and that's a little too much body there by Skylar Preston.
That's going to be his second, and I believe just the team's second of this quarter.
And that will probably get, we'll get Skylar Preston to the bench now with 2 fouls, and he'll be replaced by Ethan Kroc. Even in cases where Caldwell, some kids maybe not extremely tall, but they're very physical, very stout kids too, and they can play that aggressive defense.
And I tell you what, so far these officials have been very consistent. They've allowed them to play here tonight. A lot of banging around going.
Blond works a move off the left side, shoots a short runner from the side, is good there. Dylan Blond now has 7 points. Quickly though, Caldwell down, move inside there by Erb. Gets his own rebound back. Shot up top. Pressured there by Willis. And Willis reaches around, and there's going to be a foul as he tried to reach inside and got a little bit of contact there.
He might have got away at the first foul, but not the second one.
Exactly. And it will be 3 team fouls on Barnesville this quarter, so Caldwell will inbound the ball there. Dylan shot under the basket. There's that lob once again to Wielden. This time it does not go. Casey Carpenter comes over there, and here comes Barnesville. Shamrocks with a minute left in the half, trailing by 8. Ball's tipped away and out of bounds. Barnesville has the ball. 1:05 left, opening half, 28-20. Just a 5-point quarter here for the Redskins here in period number 2, Mike.
Yeah, they came out very hot to begin with, but Barnesville's picked up the tempo defensively here in the second quarter.
Of course, Barnesville has just 8 points in the quarter. Very low-scoring quarter. This is Blond drives inside. This is Willis with a 3-point shot. Good, out of the corner, Braden Willis. And all of a sudden, we've got a ball game here. 50 seconds left in the quarter. Caldwell lead down to 5.
Interesting to see here. Caldwell tries to hold for the last shot of the quarter.
This is Dylan's shot up top. Been guarded hard by Braden Willis here this whole second quarter.
Willis looks like they did a nice job on him.
Looks like maybe Caldwell will show some patience here, and they may hold it now with 30 seconds left. Burkhart now guarding shot up top. We're now at 20 seconds. And now definitely Caldwell will hold it for 1. Dylan shot, dribbling there, not closely guarded. 10 seconds. Shot, gets ball in the corner. Baseline shot there by J.R. Curry, no good. Barnesville with 3 seconds left. Blond with a just inside midcourt is no good. But a nice period number 2 by the Barnesville Shamrocks as they have cut into the lead. It is now halftime, and Caldwell 28 and Barnesville 23. We'll be back with some halftime stats in just a moment.
From the Ohio News Network, this is the Ohio Education Association Tonight in High School Hoops. Now here's your host, Eric Reeser.
After an injury derailed her plans to play overseas, J.C. Sheldon has found a new opportunity as the Director of Player Development for the Ohio State University women's basketball team in Columbus. J.C.'s a native of Dublin, Ohio, and played her high school basketball at Dublin Kaufman, where she was a 3-time finalist for Ohio Miss Basketball. J.C. then played 5 seasons of college hoops at Ohio State before being drafted 5th overall by the Dallas Wings in the 2024 Women's National Basketball Association Draft. After her first season with the Wings in the WNBA, she was expected to play in Australia but wanted to focus on her rehab. I'll speak with JC about returning home and maintaining her connection to Ohio high school basketball. That's next. This is the Ohio Education Association Tonight in High School Hoops.
In Ohio, public education matters. And every day, Ohio's public school educators use their united voice to advocate for the supports and resources our public schools need so every child thrives. No exceptions. I'm Ohio Education Association President Scott DeMauro, and on behalf of our 120,000 members, OEA is proud to sponsor tonight's game. Because great public schools are a winning playbook for Ohio, and Ohio is stronger when we stand together to cheer for our students' success.
I don't know what I want to do. I'm just not sure that college is right for me.
Have you considered a career in dental assisting? I love my job as a dental assistant. I have flexible work hours, the money is good, and I get to work in a professional, people-oriented dental office. What I really love about my job is knowing that I give people a healthy smile.
For more information about becoming a dental assistant, contact your high school guidance counselor. Or if you are no longer in school, talk to a dentist in your community or visit ODA.org. This message is brought to you by the members of the Ohio Dental Association.
This is ONN.
JC Sheldon, my guest. She's the Director of Player Development for the Ohio State University women's basketball team. JC just finished her rookie year in the WNBA and says it's nice to be back in Columbus to spend time with family and those she's close to in her hometown of Dublin.
I actually have been able to. I'm closer to home now, and it's been a little easier. And my dad's the AD up at Kaufman, so I still try to get to some games. Recently just watched them. They got a good team, a young team, but they have a lot of potential. And definitely, I still keep in touch with a lot of my teammates from Kaufman, and was able to I actually saw Coach Patton the other day and just kind of catch up with him. So it's been cool. And being back in Ohio, I've definitely been able to, rekindle those relationships.
When you walk back into some of those gyms, I bet it feels like a moment where it kind of stops and go, whoa, that's JC Sheldon. Are you able to give advice to players, or do people come up to you and try to pick your brain at all?
Yeah, for sure. I've definitely been better at recognizing those moments, and with the young ones especially, I think it's really, really cool and really important, and just to acknowledge and to go over, have a conversation, give advice, and I've been happy to do it, and it never gets old for me. I love it. I like meeting people, but yeah, I think it's just a cool. I've been through college. I've been in my first year in the W now, and I think a lot of people have questions about that. So I've enjoyed it, interacting with people, and in any way I can, whether it's advice or just to chat. It's been really fun.
I mean, because you're kind of the poster child for how to deal with a ton of change in not a lot of time. I mean, in your years at Ohio State, everything that went and every change that happened in collegiate athletics, and then as you go professional into the WNBA, which that's where it feels like college sports is headed, with every year it's getting more and more professionalized. Are you able, or do you find yourself just in moments giving like professional advice to a lot of the girls that you're coaching at Ohio State?
Yeah, definitely. I think that's kind of the cool part of it. And for me, the change from, college to pros, there's not much downtime. You kind of get thrown right into it. And it was great for me. It was obviously an adjustment period. I think all the rookies can admit that that's there. And it's something you just kind of have to embrace. And after finishing up my first year, I learned so much that I was able to bring back, obviously, to Ohio State with me, and just kind of apply that aspect to the game. And if anything, let these players know, what it's like and what they expect at the next level. And I think that'll just elevate, their game even more. So that's been the cool part. And I think the players, they tell you they enjoyed it too.
JC, correct me if I'm wrong, but it feels like the women's game's never been more popular. Was there a moment that you remember of the last 2 or 3 seasons where you kind of had to stop and say, whoa, this is huge?
Absolutely. I think it honestly started at the end of my college career. I think, more eyes started to be on the game, and more people were asking questions when our games were, and obviously television grew, and that kind of followed us to the W, and I think it's been cool to see that growth. The women in the W have been doing this for a long time and been deserving this for a long time, so it's awesome to see everyone embrace us now, and I hope we can, continue that push in women's sports, and it's been awesome to be a part of.
My thanks to JC Sheldon and the Ohio State University Athletic Department for the time. I'm Eric Reeser for the Ohio Education Association, tonight in High School Hoops.
You're listening to High School Basketball on 93 BNV, WBNV, Barnesville, Woodsfield.
Back here at Caldwell High School, I'm Jeff Stevens along with Mike Palaziak and Bryce Haynes. At halftime, Caldwell Redskins leading the Barnesville Shamrocks 28-23, thanks to a really nice second quarter by the Shamrocks, an 11-5 scoring advantage as Caldwell led 23-12 at the end of the first quarter. Looking quickly here at the scoring, first of all for Barnesville, their starters, Casey Carpenter, did not score in the first half. Dylan Blond with a good first half. He had 7 points, including 1 3-point field goal. Riker Willis with 2 points, but Riker set out most of the second quarter there with some fouls. Braden Willis with 6 points, including 1 3-pointer and 1 for 1 at the foul line. A nice first half there by Blake Burkhart, the sophomore, with 6 points, including 4 there in the second quarter. And Cole Carpenter off the bench with 2 for a total of 23. So again, for Barnesville, Blond was 7, Braden Willis was 6, Blake Burkhart was 6, 2 apiece for Riker Willis and Cole Carpenter. For the Caldwell Redskins, as I said, they led 23-12 at the end of the first quarter. They received 8 points in the first half from Dylan Schott. He had a pair of 3-pointers and was 2 for 2 at the line. Braden Erb, a starter, did not score. Kyler Starr, who started tonight in the place of the injured Chaz Peffer, had a 3-point field goal for 3 points. Big scorer in the first half was Carter Wielden of the Redskins. He has 12, but 10 of those came in the first quarter. Ethan Kroc with a pair of foul shots, 2 for 2 at the line for 2 points. J.R. Curry had a 3-point field goal in the first quarter for 3 points. And Garrett Brown and Skyler Preston, both off the bench, did not score. So once again for the Redskins, Dylan Schott with 8, Kyler Starr with 3, Carter Wielden with 12, Ethan Kroc 2, J.R. Curry 3 for a total of 28. It's 28-23 in favor of Caldwell at halftime. Mike, what do you got?
You know, Jeff, the biggest thing I saw the difference in the first 2 quarters was in quarter number 1, Barnesville settled for 3-point attempts and were not shooting it very well, only 1 out of 9. In the second quarter, they only took 2 3-point shots, made 1 of 2. They were more patient. They were able to handle the pressure applied by Caldwell and took time, at least got the ball going towards the basket, got more quality shots. They were 4 out of 10 from 2-point range in the second quarter. Overall, both teams shot it about the same. The Redskins 9 of 24 in the first half, 38%. The Shamrocks 9 of 25 for 36%. Rebounding wise, the Redskins held a little advantage there, as you would expect, because they've got a height advantage. They had 15 rebounds, 10 of those on defense, as opposed to 10 rebounds for the Shamrocks. The biggest thing I saw, I thought that Barnesville might have some trouble with Caldwell's pressure. They did turn the ball over 3 times in the first quarter, but none at all in the second quarter. So, and I think they really picked up their defensive intensity, I thought, there in the second quarter. You know, they played better offensively, and I think that led to better effort on the defensive end too. So they've made this a game.
Yeah, I've only seen Barnesville play twice this year. We were doing 2 games earlier in the year, and they played quite a bit of zone in there. But they spent quite a bit of time tonight playing man-to-man defense, and was very good in that second quarter. I say they held the Caldwell Redskins to 2 field goals and a total of 5 points in that second quarter. And I think if anything, Coach Stevens is he maybe found something here in the first half.
Exactly. He's got to be pleased with the way his kids responded in the second quarter. And for Caldwell, their 2 leading scorers have done their job. I mean, between the 2 of them, Dylan Schott and Carter Wielden, I think they have 20 points, 20 to 28. For Caldwell to be successful and to win this game going down the road, they're going to have to get some scoring from some other people besides just those 2.
Well, let's go ahead and let's step aside for one moment here, a couple quick messages here, and we'll be back with the third quarter at halftime. Caldwell 28 and Barnesville 23, third quarter next.
Today is the day you make changes, the day you have looked forward to, the day you take a step to see the you before addiction. And it all starts right here at the Residence, an in-bed facility that designs your recovery to your needs, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I'm Crystal Reynolds for Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions. Our approach is personal, and it is as individual as your needs. We are here for you. Call 855-692-7247.
Back here at Caldwell, and before we start period number 3, let's once again say thank you to those sponsors: West 40 Auto Sales, Doane Ford, Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions, Wakefield Dental, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, Stoney's RV Sales and Service, WB Green Insurance, People's Bank, and Allen Hunter State Farm. Thank you to those sponsors tonight. And at halftime, Caldwell leading 28-23 over the Shamrocks. And it will be Caldwell Redskin ball to start period number 3.
We'll see what kind of effect the depth of Caldwell has here in this second half. They were able to play 3 kids off the bench, where Barnesville really just played 1. So maybe the depth may play a role, especially in the fourth quarter here.
It looks like both teams are back to their starting lineups here to start the quarter, but it's a Caldwell ball. This is Wielden up top. Guarded hard there by Casey Carpenter. Dylan Schott drives inside, drops it in the corner there to Erb. Long 3-point shot by Starr off the front of the iron, no good. Rebound Braden Willis. A good defensive possession there by the Shamrocks. Riker Willis, after sitting most of the second quarter, back in the game. Gives it to Casey Carpenter. He'll shoot from the elbow, right side. Good. Casey Carpenter's first basket of the game. Shamrocks now down only 3.
Shot that jumper with a lot of confidence.
Drive inside there by Dillon, shot, and that's no good. Braden Willis with the rebound, and Shamrocks with a three-pointer could tie the game, but Casey Carpenter is going to drive the lane, and his off-balance shot no good. And Caldwell down now with the rebound. Drive inside, a good hard drive by Braden Erb, and he'll get the shot to go, and he'll draw the foul. That's a good aggressive move there by Erb, and that will be Casey Carpenter's second foul.
Erb's not really known for his ability to take the ball the hole. He is a nice shooter, but a good finish that time on a dribble penetration.
His free throw is no good. I had the Redskins 4 for 4 at the line in the first half. Riker Willis now up top. Guarded hard there by Erb. This is Braden Willis. Get the ball to Carpenter. This is Casey. Spins inside. Now come back with the left hand. His shot may have been partially blocked, but Shamrocks maintained possession. There's Blond, kept the ball alive. This is Carpenter up top now. Burkhart now dribbles back toward the top of the key. Riker Willis, guarded there by Carter Wielden. This is Braden Willis. He'll shoot the long three-pointer, rimmed out, no good, and ball's knocked away. It looked like two Redskins come together there, and Schott and Wielden, and they lost the ball out of bounds, so Barnesville will maintain possession. Early sub here as Garrett Brown in for the Redskins. Willis triggers it in to his brother Riker. This is back to Braden now, left wing. Casey Carpenter now up top. Burkhart drives inside, goes up strong and scores. Blake Burkhart, a nice game here so far for the sophomore with 8 points. And once again, it's a 3-point game. Caldwell leading. 2 minutes into the third quarter. Shot inside, gets double teamed up top. This is Wielden down inside. Leaves the ball for Kroc. He'll go up strong and draw the foul. It will be a shooting foul. And looks like that foul will go on Riker Willis. And according to the board, that's only Riker's first foul. I had him for a couple in the first half. So obviously my count was wrong. First free throw by Kroc is good. Ethan is now 3 for 3 at the line. Second free throw hits all the rim and drops in, good. Caldwell lead back to 5. This is Blond, cross-court pass there to Burkhart. Again, Barnesville breaks the pressure. Carpenter now top of the key. Guarded there by Garrett Brown. Riker Willis up top to Braden. Burkhart now on the side, gets the ball back there to Casey Carpenter. Barnesville showing a lot of nice patience also offensively.
Yes, I'm impressed.
Carpenter there loses possession, and Caldwell comes out of there with it. This is Wielden, drops a nice pass off there to Erb. His layup is no good, but there will be a foul called. Nice little drop pass there by Wielden, and that will send Braden Erb to the line.
Barnesville fans not very happy with that, thought that was a clean block.
And that will be Blake Burkhart on the foul, his first. And Braden Erb, who missed his first free throw, gets this one to drop. And he has a second one upcoming.
Jeff, that first one he missed, that's the only missed free throw of the night for either team.
Yes. Of course, Barnesville's only shot one. Second free throw there by Braden Erb drops in. He now has hit 2 of 3 here in the quarter. And the Caldwell lead back up to 7 with just over 5 minutes left in the third quarter. Again, Caldwell in that half-court pressure. Willis across, gets trapped right at midcourt, but does a nice job getting it out to Burkhart. And Carpenter thought that Riker Willis was cutting, but he wasn't. And it will be a turnover, but the shot by Caldwell, no good there by Garrett Brown. And here comes Barnesville on the run. Long pass down there to Burkhart, but his layup no good. But Dylan Blond right there to follow it in. That's a nice job by Blond not take anything for granted.
Exactly. Good job staying with the play.
Caldwell down. This is shot out of the corner. Three-pointer. Dylan shot. Good. And that is his third three-pointer of the game. And we have a timeout called by Caldwell, I believe.
Yes, it was.
On that. So we're going to step aside here. It's now 37-29 in favor of the Redskins. Back in a moment.
Today is the day you make changes, the day you have looked forward to, the day you take a step to see the you before addiction. And it all starts right here at the Residence, an in-bed facility that designs your recovery to your needs, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I'm Crystal Reynolds for Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions. Our approach is personal, and it is as individual as your needs. We are here for you. Call 855-692-7247.
As a Caldwell Redskin timeout, they now lead 37-29 here in the third quarter. And once again, our sponsors, Allen Hunter State Farm, People's Bank, WB Green Insurance, Stoney's RV Sales and Service, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance, Wakefield Dental, Cedar Ridge Behavioral Health Solutions, Doane Ford, and West 40 Auto Sales. And thank you once again. You like how I went from the bottom and read from the bottom up that time instead of the top down?
That's at Woodsfield Education. Jeff, I've been impressed with Barnesville tonight. I saw them last week at Union Local, and they really struggled against pressure. But I tell you, Coach Stevens they've got a plan tonight, and they've handled it overall pretty well.
You know, Caldwell coming into this game undefeated, and they're getting a battle here from the Shamrocks. Braden Willis now has the ball. He gives the ball to Riker Willis, cut off nicely on the baseline there by Kroc. And he saves the ball back. It hits off of Riker Willis's leg and goes out of bounds. That's a nice heads-up play right there by Ethan Kroc.
Well, those are things that you can't teach kids. That's instinct.
Just over 4 minutes remaining in the third quarter, and an 8-point Caldwell lead, 37-29. Wielden has the ball. They try to post him up. He'll drive inside, cut off. Now gets to Erb over here in the corner, and he'll put a shot up, no good, and rebound off to Barnesville, Braden Willis. Barnesville holding their own on the boards much better here since the opening moments of the game.
They've out-rebounded Caldwell 7-1 here in the third quarter.
This is Willis, looks at the three, gets the ball back to Riker Willis. Blonde on the side, he dribbles inside, goes strong to the hoop, and shot goes in. Dylan Blonde with a bucket. He's now in double figures with 11, and looks like Barnesville calls that timeout, I believe. So we are at, again, the time comes off the clock really quick here on that, but it's under 4 minutes left in the third quarter. Here's now 37-31 in favor of the Redskins.
Coach Stevens has to be pretty pleased so far with what he's seen from his Shamrocks here tonight. They've made vast improvements from when I saw them last week.
Well, we talked a little bit before we went on the air, thought that, because of the stats, Caldwell defensively and Barnesville having struggled offensively at times this year, the points may be hard to come by for the Shamrocks, but they're getting, some nice games, and their leading scorer, Casey Carpenter, has just 2 points. But Dylan Blonde has 11, and Blake Burkhart has 8. So getting some points out of some other kids.
Casey Carpenter really has, he's not forced anything tonight. He's taken what he's been given and passed the ball off. And I tell you what, they've had a good team effort here so far.
3.5 minutes left here in the third quarter. Caldwell now in the corner. It's a shot. There's some contact there. The pass point is he went up to make the play. He drew contact there from Dylan Blonde, and that's a foul that had to be called.
Blonde just about half a step late in getting there. Attempted to make a pick on that pass.
And I believe that is Blonde's third foul, and he will now go to the bench in favor of Cole Carpenter. Dylan Schott will inbound the ball into the Caldwell basket. Nice quick pass inside. That was J.R. Curry. He dribbles around, now back into the lane, gets it back to Schott, out of the corner, rims out, no good. Rebound, Braden Willis. 37-31 Caldwell. Burkhart drives inside. Casey Carpenter now up top. 3 minutes left, third period. This is Willis. Gets a ball screen, and now Caldwell doubles teams him out near midcourt. This is Cole Carpenter. Riker Willis gives it back to Casey Carpenter, who puts it on the floor, tries to get inside the lane. Shot up, no good. Rebound to Wielden. And Wielden comes down, dribbles inside, close to the block. He's cut off there by Carpenter. Ball in the perimeter. Caldwell maintaining the possession now. This is Erb. Out near midcourt now. 2.5 minutes left, third period. Shot right side, guarded by Willis. Puts the ball on the floor, goes to the hoop strong. Little reverse layup, will not go. Ball's back, dribbled around, and finally the loose ball tie-up between Burkhart and Curry, and it will be alternating possession to the Shamrocks. 2:12, third period. 37-31, Caldwell. Caldwell staying in that 1-2-2 half-court trap. But again, Barnesville doing a nice job breaking it. Burkhart gets the ball back to Willis up top. Riker Willis puts it on the floor, tries to get inside, loses possession. Ball's knocked out of bounds and will be Barnesville ball.
Jeff, the Redskins seem to be just a little bit tired, or they don't seem to be in sync like they were in that first quarter.
Well, you know, back from coaching days, I always feel like, too, when you play games on non-school days, sometimes you tend to be a little bit flat.
I hated games over the Christmas break.
And both these teams played. Caldwell played, I believe, on Saturday.
They did.
And Barnesville played last Friday, so, not a whole lot of Christmas break for either one of these teams. Casey Carpenter up top, 1:40 left in third quarter. Riker Willis. This is Burkhart now on the left. Pass inside for Cole Carpenter. He gets up strong inside. His layup is good. 4 points for Cole Carpenter, and the Shamrocks back to within 4 with 1.5 minutes left here in the third quarter. Erb down. That's Preston. Tries to spin inside, uses height, and he'll get the basket to go and draw the foul. Nice move by Guyler Preston, his first basket of the game.
Nice little spin move that time by Preston Guyler. A bucket that the Redskins really needed.
I think they drew that foul. I think was on Cole Carpenter. That will be his second. That kicks the lead back up to 6 for the Redskins at 1:09 left third quarter. That was the first basket of the game for Guyler Preston. His free throw no good, and Blake Burkhart has the rebound for Barnesville. Cole Carpenter to Willis now, top of the key. Again, Barnesville can still be patient. This is Casey Carpenter. They'll get a long three-point shot there by Blake Burkhart. Rims out, no good. And Wielden comes out with the rebound. He's pressured in the backcourt there by Carpenter. Front gets it across to Kyler Starr, and back out top now. Drive into the lane, back to Starr on the right. Again, move inside, and the basket is going to be good by Guyler Preston. A lot of contact with no whistle. And if it wasn't a foul, they're supposed to be looking at that flop rule this year, and that may have been an example of one.
One of the two.
But there was no call, and so the good basket by Caldwell. Now quickly down, and Blake Burkhart goes to the hoop, and his shot is blocked by Carter Wielden, but Wielden is going to be called for a foul.
And I think the reason was, if he would have gone straight up and not moved his hand, I think it would have been a block, but he came down and kind of swatted at it, and that drew the foul.
This will send Blake Burkhart to the line. Shamrocks just 1 of 1 at the line tonight, and Burkhart's first free throw is good. That's now 9 points for Blake Burkhart.
He's had a solid game here tonight.
It's 41-34 with 10 seconds left here in the quarter. Burkhart's second free throw is also good.
A little full court pressure here applied by the Shamrocks.
And ball's knocked away there by Casey Carpenter in the back court. That took about just over a second off the clock. There's now 8 seconds left. This will make Caldwell work to use up the time to get the ball down across midcourt. And shot, the ball is taken away from him by Casey Carpenter. He'll go all the way down and shoot the layup and right ahead of the buzzer. And that's a big defensive play by the Shamrocks, as we have now reached the end of 3 quarters of play, and we've got a ball game. At the end of 3, Caldwell 41 and Barnesville 37. Back in a moment.
Looking for reliability, style, and affordability? Look no further than Doan Ford's Ford Fiesta with a fuel-efficient 1.6-liter i4 engine and a smooth 5-speed manual transmission. It's perfect for city streets or open highways. Enjoy modern conveniences like power windows, locks, cruise control, and a rear-view camera for added safety. With low miles, this Fiesta is ready to roll for a very low cost. Visit Doan Ford today and drive away in style. Located at 66870 Belmont Morristown Road, or visit them online at doanford.com.
Looking for trusted dental care for the whole family? Dr. Darcy Wakefield and the team at Wakefield Dental have you covered. From pediatric to general and orthodontic care, they offer a full range of services. At Wakefield Dental, they focus on individualized treatment plans that not only create beautiful smiles, but build lasting confidence. Schedule your consultation today. Call 740-435-3100 or go to drwakefieldDDS.com.
Back here at Caldwell High School, this is Jeff Stevens along with Mike Blasiak and Bryce Haynes. Caldwell with possession as we start the fourth quarter, 41-37 in favor of Caldwell. Dylan Schott tries to get the ball inside to Kroc. He'll go up strong and can't get it to go. Battle for the rebound, and we're going to get a foul called. Caldwell had the offensive rebound. There was some contact. I think Ethan Kroc had the rebound and was knocked down. That will be a foul on Barnesville, and I think Casey Carpenter will pick that up, his third. Shot inbounds to Wilden, and his pass to nobody goes into the backcourt, and that will be a backcourt violation. And the Redskins, as we talked off the air, been a little sloppy tonight.
Out of sync, just not one of their better efforts here tonight. And again, give Barnesville credit.
Well, from the games I've seen, what has been Barnesville's leading scorers really not scoring much. It's some of their other players, in particular, Cole Carpenter off the bench is giving them some good minutes. He has the ball on the left side, along with Blake Burkhart and Dylan Blond. This is Burkhart now on the right. Barnesville trails by 4. This is Cole Carpenter. He'll shoot the ball from about the foul line. It bounces out, and Dylan Blond with an offensive rebound. Reverse the floor to Braden Willis. His three-point shot no good. But there's Cole Carpenter with the offensive rebound, but his shot will not go. And here comes Caldwell in the break. Shot. Leaves the ball for Starr. Cut off there by Burkhart. Again, now Caldwell will set things up here. Kyler Starr will back out and work the ball on the point. Long pass over for Schott in front of the bench. Wow. This is Skyler Preston. He'll dribble in and be called for an offensive foul. I think maybe the forearm got out a little bit too far from the body there. I didn't have a good look at it.
Evidently, I was kind of surprised at that because actually, I tell you, these guys have been very good tonight official-wise. And they've let him play. Been a lot of contact. I didn't see anything excessive that time. But
there's a long pass by Carpenter underneath for Blake Burkhart. His shot will be blocked out of bounds by Carter Wilden.
Good recovered defensive that time by
and I'd say Blake Burkhart didn't know anybody was anywhere around. And there come Wilden and knocked it out of bounds. So it will be Barnesville out of bounds underneath. Carpenter now down at the block. He'll shoot a fadeaway. Foul line no good. And the rebound will come off to Ethan Kroc. 4-point Caldwell lead now. We've played a minute and a half of the fourth quarter. Dylan Schott will crank one up from 3-point land, no good. This is Kroc with the rebound. He'll go up and score. Nice job there by Ethan Kroc. He'll also draw the foul. And that will be the second foul on Blake Burkhart. And that is now 6 points for Ethan Kroc. He'll look for 7 at the line. And he gets it. I have Caldwell only missing 2 foul shots so far tonight.
Yeah.
44-37, just over 6 minutes remaining in the ball game. Caldwell lead. Again, breaking the pressure. This is Burkhart. It's the ball to Blond. He'll shoot the 3 off the left wing, no good. And Burkhart gets the offensive rebound, but it'll be knocked away by Wilden. And he'll go down and lay one in with the left hand. Carter Wilden's first basket of the second half, and that pushes the Caldwell lead to 9. This is Blonde, goes down inside, goes up, draws contact, no call. And here goes a run now by Caldwell. And he'll get a three-point shot off the wing by Dylan Schott. And wow, all of a sudden, that's now a 12-point lead. That is Dylan Schott's fourth three-pointer of the game. And it is a full timeout by Barnesville. So let's go ahead, we'll step aside for briefly. And 49-37, Caldwell, just over 5 minutes left in the game.
Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance Company is a proud supporter of high school football. Contact one of the 42 agencies writing for Patrons Buckeye for a quote from your local insurance company covering Ohio. Whether you need coverage for your home, mobile home, cabin, seasonal home, a garage, or even farm equipment, Patrons Buckeye Mutual Insurance Company is located in Caldwell, Ohio, and can help. Visit our website, patronsbuckeye.com.
At People's Bank, we're more than just a bank. As a community bank, we are committed to where we work and live, giving back to the organizations you care about through sponsorships, donations, and volunteer hours. When you bank with People's, you're not just a client, you're part of a community of neighbors helping neighbors. People's Bank, working together, building success. Member FDIC. Visit us at pebo.com.
5 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in the game. Caldwell has now opened up a 12-point lead. I tell you, that changed in a hurry.
What a spurt that was. I tell you what, a couple turnovers, a big three by Schott from the corner, and a couple inside baskets by Wielden.
Dylan Schott has 4 3-pointers. Shamrocks break the pressure. Casey Carpenter gets it back to Braden Willis. 5.5 minutes left in the game. 49-37, Caldwell. This is Blonde. Casey Carpenter drives inside, gives it back to Willis. That's an open 3-point shot by Braden Willis, but will not go. Loose ball picked up there by Burkhart, gets it to Blonde. Casey Carpenter's found open, looks tough to come by tonight. He now has 7. Pass in the middle to Wielden. He's going to go all the way down. Off balance shot, no good. Battle for the rebound, comes out there to Guy Preston. Caldwell maintains possession. Dylan Shaw will now back it out. Dribble inside, leaves the ball for Kroc. He'll go up strong, no good. Offensive rebound by Wielden is up and good. Carter Wielden had 10 in the first quarter, only 2 in the second quarter, but now has 6 in the fourth. Trap on the side, and we're going to get a foul call on the trap there. I'm not sure if it's going to be Schott or Kroc.
I think that's going to go against Kroc.
And that will be his first.
I think that's just 3 against the Redskins here in the fourth quarter.
And if people aren't tuned in to high school ball a lot, the 5th foul of the quarter creates a 2-shot bonus. This is Riker Willis, Burkhart, Casey Carpenter up top. 2:10 left in the game. Riker Willis will shoot the 3. Off no good. And Barnesville has gone cold. Ethan Kroc with the rebound. This is Wielden. And now the Redskins will start working on the clock a little bit. This is Dylan Schott up top. Has the ball knocked away by Braden Willis. 152. 59-43 Caldwell. And Dylan Schott will inbound the ball from in front of the scorer's table. Gets the ball into Preston, and then right back to Schott, whose layup is no good. Carter Wielden with an offensive rebound. It's no good. And Braden Willis now down on and loses the ball out of bounds, but it was knocked away there by Ethan Kroc. 1:40 remaining. Caldwell leads by 16. Casey Carpenter steps into a long 3, no good. And the ball is lost out of bounds and will be Caldwell's ball. You talked earlier about the early 3-point shooting by Barnesville was not too good. Then they really didn't look at it much in the middle 2 quarters. And now the fourth quarter.
Of course, when you're down like they are with this little time left, that's about their only option to have a chance to get back in.
They've hit 1 here in the quarter. This is Schott. Gets the ball tried to get the ball to Wielden, but kind of led that one over his wrong shoulder, and it goes out of bounds then off of the hand of Carter Wielden. And it will be Barnesville ball now with 90 seconds left in this game. This is Blonde. It's back to Casey Carpenter, and again, a long 3, no good. And the ball's loose and picked up by Caldwell, and here's a long breakout by Braden Erb. That's his second long pass that he's received for a layup. Pass inside now for Willis. That's Braden Willis. 1 minute remaining. And again, long pass. This is Dylan Schott. He'll lay it up and good. And all of a sudden, it looks like an open gym.
Yeah, I think Barnesville is spent.
Braden Willis is going to shoot a 3 out of the corner and hit. Braden Willis' second 3 of the night. And again, nobody back, and this is Ethan Kroc all the way down, and he'll shoot the layup. And it's good. 8 points in the quarter for Kroc. And now Caldwell will spend a timeout as they get some subs into the game with 37 seconds left. It is 65-48 in favor of Caldwell. But tell you, this is not a 17-point game.
Absolutely not. If the people are just tuning in to us, this was about a 4-point game to start the quarter.
Riker Willis down, gives it to Burkhart. Casey Carpenter tries to drive inside, cut off. Travels, no call. And Braden Willis hits another 3. It's going to be too little, too late. And a steal in the backcourt, and a layup is good by Casey Carpenter. And now it's down to a 12-point game, but less than 15 seconds. Ball's knocked out of bounds. Isaac Cool into the game for Caldwell. Also Wyatt Clark. He'll inbound the ball. And less 10 seconds, and looks like the Redskins will just dribble it out, and that's going to take care of things. And that's going to be the ball game. And your final score here from Caldwell High School is Caldwell 65 and Barnesville 53. We'll be back to wrap things up in just a moment.
At People's Bank, we're more than just a bank. As a community bank, we are committed to where we work and live, giving back to the organizations you care about through sponsorships, donations, and volunteer hours. When you bank with People's, you're not just a client, you're part of a community of neighbors helping neighbors. People's Bank, working together, building success. Member FDIC. Visit us at pebo.com.
Stoney's RV Center is the place that makes buying a new RV easy. Ask about their on-site financing with very affordable payments, and they make on-site camper service calls to the area campgrounds. Stoney's RV also carries cargo trailers, car haulers, horse and stock trailers, and open utility trailers. They install hitch systems and fill propane tanks too. Stoney's RV Center, the place that takes camping to the next level.